So we give a minute. So let's start the session. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. 皆さん、こんにちは。Welcome to the 14th installment of Okuni Jiman, I Love My Hometown. This time we are going to feature Osaka Prefecture. 皆さん、今回第14回お国自慢 I Love My Hometown Zoom セッションを開催しまして、今回は大阪を紹介します。今日のプレゼンターはバンクーバー在住の陽子さんで、陽子さんの個人の、視点から見たその大阪の魅力を紹介してもらいます。So tonight we have Yoko, a resident of Vancouver, who will have her personal perspective of her hometown, Osaka. And before I hand over the microphone to Yoko, a couple of housekeeping rules. Number one, please keep your microphone at mute. Make sure you do that. And number two, if you have any questions, please use the chat function of this Zoom platform. それで、ヨコさんにバトンタッチする前にいくつかの注意事項がありまして、最初にマイクのミュートの協力をお願いします。で、もう一つは、質問がありましたら、チャット機能を使ってください。よろしくお願いします。So I would hand it over to Yoko. Okay.
Masa, thank you for introducing me.
You're welcome.
Are you feeling okay?
Everyone's okay?
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Yoko Miyazaki. I'm from Osaka and live in Vancouver now. I'm a college student learning IT, information technology in Vancouver. Anyone from Osaka here? No? So actually, I'm a little bit nervous because today is the first time to make a presentation online in English. But, Osaka's atmosphere is friendly. So I'm sure you can make a good atmosphere, friendly atmosphere like Osaka here, because you are here. I'm sure you like Osaka, you are interested in Osaka, so you can create good atmosphere. Thank you. Also, I speak Japanese, English, and also Osaka dialect language. Kind of trilingual. So because standard Japanese and Osaka dialect language are totally different. So I'm gonna introduce myself later. So let's get started. Okay, today's contents here. Firstly, I'm gonna talk about basic information about Osaka, like population and something like that. And secondly, history and culture, and about myself. So next is special food, tradition, and festival. Finally, characteristics of people in Osaka. I know you all are interested in food of Osaka. That is the most exciting part. So let me start from some kind of boring parts. So first part is about Osaka Prefecture. Location. So Osaka is located west of Tokyo and almost the middle of Japan. So here is Osaka. So it takes 2 hours, 2 hours and a half by bullet train named Shinkansen from Tokyo. Also 1 hour by airplane. So next is population. Population is 8.8 million. I put British Columbia's population for your information. That is only 5.3 million. I was surprised. So next is area. Osaka is the second smallest prefecture in Japan. So 1,900 square kilometers and 47,000 acres. So the smallest prefecture is Kagawa Prefecture currently. Actually, Osaka was the smallest prefecture until 1988. But Japan government removed some islands of Kagawa to other prefectures. In addition, Osaka built a landfill and airport on it. Then Kagawa became the smallest. Oh, the area is 70% of Metro Vancouver, not British Columbia. So I was surprised when I got this information because more people are living in such a small prefecture as British Columbia. So next is how to get to Osaka. Osaka has an international airport named Kansai International Airport. 3 airlines have flights from Vancouver to Japan. They are Air Canada, Japan Airlines, and All Nippon Airways. But they stopped the direct flights to Osaka from Vancouver because of COVID. But Air Canada made a good decision. So here is decision. They will resume its Vancouver to Osaka direct flight from June 2nd in 2023, next year. It takes 11 hours from Vancouver.
I have a question.
Yes, Masan.
So right now you have to go through Narita or Haneda Airport. How much time, extra time does it take to go to Osaka
from Vancouver?
there? Yeah.
It takes 9 or 10 hours from Vancouver to Narita International Airport. And also, so Narita to Osaka takes 1 hour.
1 hour or 2 hours. Yeah, 2 or 3 hours if you take the bullet train. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next one is about history. Actually, I hate history subject to study, only study. I had to memorize too many person names and years. So, but I can Google now. I'm excited getting knowledge in order to share with someone else, share to my friends. So that's a good opportunity. That's fine. Osaka is said Japan's leading commercial city. I explain how it became so. In 5th century, continental culture brought from Korea spread. It is said Osaka was the first place where other cultures were introduced. In 12th century, Osaka developed as a free city and became the economic center of Japan. Because Osaka had a trading port, people developed commerce by taking advantage of culture and technology that came from other countries like Korea, China. In 17th century, a local-centered culture and an open-minded spirit were developed. As you know, some countries have nobility-based cultures, but in Osaka, the local people created and spread their casual culture. Because people who developed industry in Osaka was the local, not the wealthy people. I believe this is the origin of Osaka's friendly atmosphere.
Yes.
So next one is culture. As I mentioned, Osaka has local-based industries. Culture is also local-based. Osaka is home to many traditional performing arts known as Kamigata culture, as well as shrines, temples, and local festivals. They were basically created by local. Then what is Kamigata culture? Kamigata means the location, of the imperial palace. So Kyoto next to Osaka was the capital of Japan before it was moved to Tokyo. The imperial palace was also there. However, the people who supported economics and business were local. Kamigata culture was created by locals of Kyoto and Osaka. Next is about myself. Finally, I'm sure it's going to be an interesting part. I was born in Izumi-Otsu City, Osaka. Here is Izumi-Otsu City here. So small city. It is famous city for processing wool. South part of Osaka, like here, this area was a cotton growing area long time ago. So people got a skill of processing fabric, and then wool has imported from other countries. I guess someone in Osaka thought wool might be a good business. So they started processing wool. So they started processing wool and making blankets. And then I entered high school in Sakai City, Osaka. Sakai is here. So big city. Sakai is a traditional city and has World Cultural Heritage Site. I will talk about them later. So, and when I was 18, I moved to Tokyo for enrolling university. So my major was human science, and my research was about sense of touch, especially fingers touch. So sounds so cool, right? I was on men's lacrosse team of my university as a team staff and referee. So my team became actually the champion for All Japan University Championship twice when I was a university student. So this is one of the reasons why I decided to come to Canada. So, Canada is known for hockey, but it is also famous for lacrosse. My Japanese friend, he belonged to some same team as me, plays lacrosse in Canada. Obviously, almost all players are Canadian. It means he's shorter than others. His goal is becoming the first Japanese professional lacrosse player in Canada. So you can watch top league match of lacrosse in Rogers Arena in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And after graduation, I worked for a telecommunication company in Japan. So, and their hobby, I like cooking, watching anime, and making earrings and candles. So Osaka has two famous urban areas named Umeda and Namba. So both are in Osaka City here. So Osaka City is the capital of Osaka Prefecture. So, and here is Kansai International Airport. Here's a landfill. So this is the reason why Osaka is became second smallest prefecture. So they created landfill here and build airport.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Yoko-san?
Yes.
I just wanted to mention you have the map of Osaka. Can you point to where Moriguchi?
Moriguchi.
Yeah.
Moriguchi is here.
Right there. I think for people who might, some people here already know that New Westminster and Moriguchi has a sister city relationship, which will be celebrating its 60th anniversary next year. So just to give you a bit of a reference that British Columbia or British Columbia already have some connections with Osaka. Sorry about that, Yoko. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good information. So I've never been to Moriguchi City, but next to Osaka City, I think it's good place to live. So sister city. That's nice. Thank you. And you can take a train to Umeda or Namba here, urban area, from the airport or from here. So it takes about 40 minutes with no transfer. Okay, next part is food. Are you excited? I'm sure you are awake now. So Osaka is best known for its amazing casual food, like takoyaki, okonomiyaki, butaman, and kushikatsu. So how many have you tried? Which one is the best food for you? I think you might realize all foods are flour-based food. I'm gonna talk one of each. First one is takoyaki. Takoyaki is a snack of chopped octopus placed in a butter of flour, egg, and dashi soup stock, and then fried. And many Japanese restaurants in Vancouver have takoyaki menu. So I don't need to explain anymore. I think so. My favorite shop is Hanadako in Umeda, 1 minute walk from Umeda Station. The price is here, $5 for 6 pieces of takoyaki. And you can add green onion topping, like this one for $1. Hanadako is a small shop located at the entrance of Umeda Food Mall. They don't have any tables and chairs, just small counter like this. However, I saw a long line of people every time I went to Umeda. And actually, I joined the lineup every time. So second is okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is a dish of shredded cabbage mixed with flour, eggs, and water, and cooked on a hot plate with pork on top. It's easy to make, so I put a recipe here. Firstly, put shredded cabbage, flour, egg, dashi, soup stock, and water into a bowl like this, and mix them well. Next, cook thin pork belly on a frying pan. Then put the mixed batter on the pork and cook both sides like this. Now finally add toppings like Japanese okonomi sauce, mayonnaise, bonito flakes, and dried seaweed flakes. You can get...
Can you make them here?
Yes, you can get all ingredients in Vancouver. TNT Supermarket, Kim's Mart, Sakuraya, and Suzuya. So many Chinese, Korean, Japanese supermarkets have their ingredients.
Okay.
So easy to cook. So just mix and grill.
Okay. And what is a Japanese okonomiyaki sauce? Okonomi sauce.
Okonomi sauce
What does it taste like?
Made from vegetables and like Worcester sauce.
Okay.
So you can find it at the supermarkets, like this color. You remember this color?
Oh, remember the color like that.
Yeah.
Think about it. Okay.
Okay. Third is butaman. So buta means pork and man means burn. So butaman means pork burn. So butaman is a signature product of an Osaka-based Chinese restaurant called Horai. And what's more, they sell 170,000 a day. So produced and sold on the same day. So they chop onion and pork at the central kitchen in Osaka, and then deliver to each shop and wrap by hands and steam on the same day. Everything is same day. So fresh. You should try it.
It's $2. That's very, very
Yes.
cheap.
So one butaman is $2.
So what's special? What's so special about this butaman? Like I could go to the TNT here and buy a pork bun for $2. So what is the difference? What makes this one special? What do you think? Why do you like it?
Okay. Actually, in Osaka, we can see the TV advertisement, commercial advertisement, and always in our brain. So butaman is always our brain. And when I find the store, I should buy this butaman for dinner. And they have only one central kitchen and deliver to each shop. The onion and pork should be fresh every day. It means you can buy butaman only around Osaka. So local people know that. That's why they love butaman.
So they have everybody in the community brainwashed to liking. Brainwash means like they have 洗脳された.
Oh,
to
that's
love
right.
this kind of butaman compared to the others.
Like McDonald's.
Yeah, some people like to go with McDonald's because of the marketing. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
But
And last one.
Sorry. 170,000. That's a lot. So they do have a lot of stores. I'd imagine it's not like one
a lot
store.
of stores. And in the station or a department store.
Okay. Yeah. So department stores, train stations have them on sale.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And last one is kushikatsu. So kushikatsu is a dish in which meat or vegetables are skewered, coated with butter and deep fried in oil. So my favorite restaurant is Daruma. There are some Daruma restaurants in Osaka. One of them is located in Namba, 5 minutes walk from Namba station. So this is price. They have meat, fish, vegetables, and others like cheese and rice cake, mochi.
That's very cheap.
Yes.
So how much do you spend? Let's say you have a few drinks and you have a few of these skewers. How much do you usually spend?
If you order some kushikatsu, beer, and size, it's gonna be about $20, I think.
That's reasonable.
Yes. Also, you can eat cabbage there.
Okay.
They have a rule of how to eat kushikatsu. This is a container for sauce. You can dip kushikatsu in this container. However, you can dip only one time because the container is shared with other customers.
So no double dipping.
No double dipping, only one time.
Only one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you couldn't dip enough sauce one time, you can scoop the sauce with this cabbage. So one of the reasons why cabbage here. So also you can refresh your mouth and eat more. Yeah, their strategy.
And I think it's more a little bit healthier than just
Yeah.
eating deep fried food.
Yes.
To have some raw vegetables on side too. So.
And next part is tradition of Sakai City, where my high school is. The first tradition is kofun. Kofun means ancient terms. Japanese students learn kofun in elementary schools because all the textbooks of history have kofun's part. So you might be familiar with this shape, but I'm sure you know only the name kofun and this shape. Actually, UNESCO registered Mozu Furuichi Kofun Group in Sakai as a World Heritage Site in 2019. Mozu and Furuichi are area's name. Kofun was built for people of the nobility class from the 3rd century to the 6th century. They contain lots of burial items such as jewelry, metal mirrors, and clay figures. This site has 49 tombs. The largest tomb of Emperor Nintoku is 486 meters long. So this area, Mozu area, and Furuichi area. And these are clay figures. So, and Sakai has a web page for introducing Mozu Furuichi Kofun Group. So this web page has a video. So, Kei-san, はい、お願いします。Let's watch.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can the public access the kofun? Are they allowed to go up on the kofun? Is there trails that you could go onto the graves, or you're not allowed to? Or?
You can take a train to Sakai City from airport or so Umeda number, and also so you saw people picnic there. So actually the most important kofun like this is prohibited from picnic.
Okay. So you're not allowed to go there.
Enter.
You can't
but
enter.
Some small ones, you can go inside. You can enter.
Okay. You can enter the site. Okay.
Yeah. And this also this webpage has English and Korean and Chinese. Next, the second tradition is braise. So Sakai City is also famous for braise. So many Japanese chefs use Sakai's knives for cutting sashimi, vegetables, fishes, and meat. So what do you think the reason is? Why Sakai became famous for braise? Here is a hint. The reason is connected with the construction of coffin. Long time ago, what was needed to build coffin? So next is answer. Because of shovels and space. It is said that coffin took more than 15 years to build. At that time, large quantities of shovels and spades were needed to till the soil and dig holes, and blacksmiths were gathered from all over Japan and lived in Sakai to make these tools. And later, there is another reason. Guns and tobacco. So in the 16th century, guns and tobacco were introduced from Portugal, and people in Sakai began to use their skills in processing iron to make guns and knives for chopping tobacco leaves. So you might know already, people in Osaka are good at starting new business using their skills. Sakai has a traditional crafts museum. A guy is working there, this guy. So his name is Eric Chevalier from France. He works as an inbound coordinator for Sakai City. He trained as a blacksmith in Sakai City for 5 years and speaks French, English, and Japanese. So good for Canadian people. So you can bring your international friends to Sakai. So Sakai City has also video. So let's watch. K さん、お願いします。
we have a comment saying that one of the participants actually got 2 kitchen knives from Sakai.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's very popular, yeah.
The quality is so high quality, and you might see the every part is each person, each section
Yeah.
each person. So 分業制.
Yeah, so everybody has their
Yeah.
specialty. It's not
Yeah.
that the whole knife
Every
is not
part is
made by
every
one person.
professional.
Yeah.
So that's why the Sakai's knives are famous.
Mm.
High quality.
How much do the knives go for? I would just an estimate.
So I don't have Sakai's knife, it's so because it's expensive, but they have cheaper one.
Oh.
I guess just guessing, but 10,000 yen from 10,000 yen,
$100?
$100.
From $100, so it goes up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the Osaka's urban area like Ramba, Umeda has a branch store. Okay, next is tradition is Danjiri Festival. Danjiri Festival. I guess you know the name, Danjiri, but you don't know the detail of the festival. Danjiri is a magnificent wooden structure on wheels, weighing 4 tons and beautifully carved with themes from the history of each town. Every single part is hand carved. Very exciting and crazy festival, but it's impossible to explain how exciting Danjiri Festival is without video. So I have no idea. So my mother took some videos at Danjiri Festivals this year, and I edited them. So just watch. ケイさんお願いします。
Okay,
Thank
wonderful.
you.
So we
How
have
was the video?
yeah, that was a great video. I have a question. When are the festivals held? When?
When?
What time of the year?
Year?
Yeah, what time? What month is the festival?
1 month. September and October. Each city hold for Danji Festival on weekends on September and October.
All around Osaka.
Yeah.
Okay.
South part.
Oh, the south part.
Only south part.
Okay. Yeah. The danjiri looks very impressive. How much do one of them cost?
Next slide.
Oh, next slide. Oh.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. The origin of Danji Festival is said to be about 300 years ago. The southern Osaka invited Fushimi Inari, that is historic shrine in Kyoto, to his castle to pray for the harvest of rice, wheat, and other grains. So this is origin. And price, it costs $1 million.
$1 million. Wow,
yeah, to build one danjiri, and takes 5 years. Each town renews it every few decades. All of the budget is by donation of each town residents.
So how do they raise the money for the danjiri? Yeah, $1 million is a lots of money. So what do people do?
What was that?
How do people raise the money?
Raise?
Yeah, raise the money for the money.
How make?
Yeah, make the money for the donation. Get donation. How do they do that?
Oh, so the group community of the danjiri, each town has a member, and they visit each house to get donation.
Oh.
And the local residents understand the reason, and they saved their money to build new danjiri.
Wow.
So understanding is important. Okay, last content is characteristics of people in Osaka. What is the characteristics of people? You might think they are just funny. Probably people in Osaka are different from your expectation. Here are 3 characteristics. First is friendly. As I mentioned before, Osaka developed as a commercial capital, so communication skill is essential. People are not shy. And secondly, take care of money. People believe that one ability for living is to be a good shopper. How cheaply you can buy something with good quality, not only the price. So even if a product is cheap, it is meaningless if the quality is not good. So finally, they tend to be impatient. In business, if you were careless, you would lose customers. Many people do everything quickly and efficiently. It's important to sell before someone else takes your customers. Oh, that's the Osaka people is very smart in business, not just funny. So let's compare with Tokyo. Tokyo is the standard of Japan. So I lived in Tokyo for 12 years since I was 18. I experienced lots of differences between Osaka and Tokyo. So I put 5 of them, but you have to remember. So it's kind of warning. They are just my opinion. So you can't complain later, okay? First is fashion. People in Tokyo like trendy and stylish. Of course, there are unique fashion in Tokyo, just tendency. In Osaka, people prefer unique fashion. In my case, if I buy an expensive clothes, it should be unique. I mean, I don't want to spend my money for clothes that are sold everywhere. So if it's expensive, I prefer something I cannot buy anywhere else. So next, shopping value. In Tokyo, luxury items are better. If you have a luxury item, it gives you great confidence in Tokyo. But on the other hand, in Osaka, it's important how cheap you bought a good quality item. Next is the first meeting. In Tokyo, people tend to be crowded because they don't want to give the wrong, strange impression at the first time. In Osaka, people are friendly, as I explained the last part. Next, silence. In Tokyo, silence during conversation is common because sometimes they are thinking of what they want to talk next. But people in Osaka can't stand. They feel their talk is not funny and not interesting if the silence continues. So in my case, the silence continues. Oh, this person doesn't want to talk with me. My talk is boring. So Osaka's people think so. And then if they make silence, I become impatient. Oh, I have to get their interest back. So Osaka's people characteristics. Last one is conversation value. In Tokyo, detail and content of conversation is important. In Osaka, even if you have great content, if you cannot make them laugh, it's not a good conversation.
I noticed in your presentation, you always try to make a joke. It's
Yes.
very Osaka.
Yes.
You're always,
And actually, I wanted to introduce the difference of language dialect between Tokyo and Osaka, but I don't have any good idea of the theme. So conversation story theme. So if we have enough time later, you can apply the talk theme.
okay.
So I can demonstrate the Osaka dialects and standard Japanese.
Okay.
Conclusion. I want to wrap up by saying you already know everything like culture, history, and characteristics is related to economics and business. That's all. Thank you for paying attention and listening. Thank you. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Yoko-san. That was great. Wonderful.
Thank you.
If anybody has a question, please use the chat function to ask her questions. But I would like to know, we have a little bit of time, so I would like to know the difference between a standard dialect and Osaka dialect. So could you give us a demonstration? We
Yeah.
have a little bit of time, so.
I can demonstrate if you have something you want to get information about Osaka Prefecture or myself.
How about yourself? Anything?
Myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
面白そう。
面白いかな? Okay. The first, do I have to, should I say in English?
Just say it in Japanese.
Japanese? Okay. Myself. 私の名前は宮崎陽子です。今はバンクーバーにある、カレッジで IT を学んでいて、ちょうど先週からバンクーバーにある携帯ショップでインターンを始めました。まあ、それは私の前職が通信業界だったので、結構その日本の留学生に携帯電話のサービスを提供することについてすごく知りたかったので、そこでインターンすることに決めました。こんな感じですかね。
はい。それはスタンダード、Japanese.
Okay. Standard Japanese. So next is 大阪 Okay. 皆さん、こんにちは。私の名前は宮崎陽子と言います。今はバンクーバーでカレッジの学生をしています。まあ IT をね、勉強してるんですけど、結構なんか本当に友達とかにね、言うと、英語で IT 学んでるなんてほんまにすごいって言われるんですけど、別になんかそんななんか難しいことはしてなくて、まあ教科書読んで、先生の話聞いて、テスト受けて、で、単位取って、それで終わりですよ。で、今はその IT の知識と、まあ、私前の職場が東京にある通信会社だったんで、その知識生かして、日本の留学生のサポートできたらいいなと前から思ってたんで、それでちょっとインターンさせてもらうことになって、で、それがもうめっちゃいい機会だと思った理由が一個あって、私結構有名な通信会社で働いてたんですね、日本で。まあ言いませんけど。で、それでレジュメに書いたんですよ、それを。で、送ったら、陽子さんのレジュメ見て、普段はお断りしてるんですけど、ぜひ会いたいなと思って返信させていただきましたって書いてあって、もこれはもう受けなあかんと。それでもね、ありがとうございます言って。でも、私、ちょっとそこでまあ優越感感じたし、まあ、いい仕事できるんちゃうかなって思ってます。
一人漫談してるみたいじゃないですか。漫談、
そうですかね。
落語。
でもね、これやっぱり人とね、話してるともっと面白いです。一人で喋ってるから面白くないけど、talk with my mother or sister, so that's more the daily conversation. Even the daily conversation, just funny.
なんか、陽子さん、ほんまやねんって言って。それ本当、陽子さん。
それほんまみたいな感じですかね。
ほんまや
ほんま
ねん。
に
Just to give context for the non-Japanese speakers, if you notice, obviously, when she's speaking in her Osaka dialect, she tells stories, not just facts of what has happened, but the background stories, and make that story very, very entertaining. That's very, very interesting to hear. That people will be really, really tuned into that, and I think that's where she also mentioned the difference between Tokyo and Osaka style and personality characteristics. So,
in my opinion, Osaka's people has two reasons why they makes funny. First one is, なんだろう、the person that talk with me, so wanna them get into myself. And so just funny is not enough. So content is also important. But even if the contents and details are good, if the silence continues and little bit getting boring, so even if the 話してるのが私でも自分は I won't tell about myself, but my friend, the attitude is boring. When I feel boring, so I lose my confidence of conversation skill.
But do people in Tokyo find you talk too much sometimes?
So not the amount, so time, length of time, not length of time, just loud voice,
Loud.
loud
Yeah.
voice.
Yes.
So if the reduce my voice in Osaka, so my friend cannot listen to my voice because many people talks a lot with loud voice.
Let's see. Do you have any, I'm looking, we don't have any questions or comments. Anybody else would like to add something? We're just wrapping up the session here. If everybody's okay, it's 8 o'clock right now, so we're done. We're on time. So thank you very much, Yoko. It was a wonderful
you.
presentation. Very interesting to hear some differences between Osaka and Tokyo people. And definitely I agree with many of these statements that you have mentioned about Osaka, the characteristics of the Osaka people. And now I'd like to pass along to Miki Takabayashi for the final words of the session.
Okay,
Miki-san.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Maso-san. Good evening. My name is Miki Takabayashi. I'm here to thank everyone on behalf of the Okuni Jiman Organizing Committee and the Japan-Canada Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the presentation tonight and learned about Osaka. Many thanks to Yoko Miyazaki. We truly appreciate her fun visual presentation, and I'm sure she spent hours making them, preparing her presentation contents and to answer questions. And hearing the differences in attributes between Osaka and Tokyo people are so interesting, wasn't it? And I really liked your Osaka dialect. So we've been connecting Japan and Canada through our Furusato presentation since last year, and this was the 14th Okuni Jiman presentation. I believe our initiative can strengthen the ties between the two countries, and together with you, we help both countries continuously thrive. So we will feature Hokkaido early next year and Gifu to follow that in February. So we will send you the information soon. I hope you can join us again. And as usual, we are recruiting presenters who would like to introduce your Furusato and to everyone. And please contact us if you are interested in doing so. Thanks again, and see you all next year. Kind of feel a bit early to say Happy New Year, but we'll see you next year. And thank you very much again. Have a good night to the Canadian audience. Have a good afternoon to the Japanese audience. Thank you very much. See you next time.